Okay, so now we're going to work problems. Look at the second section where you're solving the equation. So on your review, this is going to be problems 7 through 12 and how to work those problems. Basically, you're solving equations. So you're using your inverse operations and you're solving equations. This is probably one of the single most important things you're going to do to be ready for Algebra 1. So you should pay attention. All right, so I'm going to start kind of simple. Maybe one that looks like this. And so what you're going to do is you see that you have distributing, so you're going to distribute. So negative 6 minus 36m is going to equal 282. Now you're going to solve for m, so here's my m. That means you need to get rid of the negative 6. Use your inverse operations. The inverse operation of negative 6 is plus 6. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. I'm going to get a negative 36m is equal to 282 plus 6 gives me 288. I then am left with dividing by negative 36. Remember that dividing is usually the last step that you do. A lot of us want to do that first, but keep in mind that that's usually one of the very last things that we do. These are going to cancel one another out, and then I'm going to get 288 divided by 36, or negative 36, and that lets me know that m is equal to negative 8. So I was able to distribute, use my inverse operations, and then I divided to find my variable. Now the only other type of problem like this that you might see that you might need to be very careful about is when there's a variable on both sides of the equation. So maybe it might look like this. So here, these are going to stay the same because there's nothing that I can do with them. And then I have to distribute here. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 5 is a positive 30. Now if I look, I've got a 4x here and then I've got a 6x here. So I've got to relocate those onto the same. I can't just combine them because they're on opposite sides of the equal sign. So I've got to move one or the other. So you could also move this 38, so subtract 38 from both sides. 4x is now equal to 6x minus 8. So now I'm going to move my negative 6x, I'm going to move my 6x by inversing it. So negative 2x is equal to negative 8. Divide by negative 2. And x would equal 4. So just be careful when your x's are on different sides of the equation. We have a tendency to want to combine those immediately, but if they're on opposite sides, we have to use our inverse operations. So that kind of gives you a brief overview on how to do problems 7 through 16 on your review.